record. What is going on, YouTube? Nooblit here, and today I'm got you a brand new Forza 5 video, and as you can tell by the title, this is going to be how to make a car do wheelies on Forza. So, before we start this off, the first thing you're going to need is quite a bit of money. Not really too much money, maybe like 100,000 credits, that'll do it. But it's not really too cheap of a thing, because you have to upgrade the engine all the way. So, the first thing you want to do is find a car that'll work for what you want to accomplish. As you can see, I can't really point to it for you guys, but up there next to it says D289 right now, or D270. Right next to there's a picture of a car. And on that car, it's going to show like a little black thing that's inside the car, and then black tires. It looks like tires in the engine. Well, the little one that's inside of the car is the engine, and the one on the outsides are the wheels. So basically what that means is where the engine is placed on the car and what wheels are affected by that engine. And this makes a big role in how you're going to select your car. Also, you can, if you press the up arrow, you can see your front 23% on this one. That's 42%. So what you're going to want to do is find a car where the engine is generally placed in the back, like this Beetle. That's why I'm going with the Beetle today. The engine is placed in the back, and the wheels, it's rear wheel drive. So you want to find a car that's like that. There's a bunch of other cars, but I mean, it's possible to do with the engine in front, but it's not as good as ones that are. So here you can see it's 42% front, and that's basically what you want. So this can almost do wheelies on its own right now, 40 horsepower. So I'm going to go with the Beetle. As you can see up there on the top, it is rear wheel drive, and the engine's placed in the back. So that's basically what you're going to want to get for this. So find any car that works like that. I know there's a bunch of other cars that do it, and just grab a car like that. So I already built this car, and as you can see right there in the background, that's kind of my car, but I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, and this will work for any car that you're going to want to make do wheelies. So this isn't just for a Beetle. Beetle I just selected because it's kind of funny, and, you know, who doesn't want to do wheelies Beetle? So, by the way, this Beetle does keep up with, like, Ferraris and stuff, so that's pretty cool. So, first thing you want to do is go over here to conversion, and basically you're going to want to upgrade your car to the max. It's going to be max for acceleration. Like, as you can see, first thing I did, I went to conversion, and I went to engine swap, and I'm looking at these, and which one has the biggest acceleration, and the acceleration is kind of those lines right there, so you can check out, you know, on the sides, the acceleration. So I went with this one because this has massive amounts of acceleration. Then I go over here, gonna twin turbo this bitch. Let's go. Who doesn't want a twin turbo Beetle? So basically, I'm just gonna show you what I did in my car. You can do whatever you want to your car as long as you follow a few simple rules, and it's basically make the engine as fast as possible with acceleration, and have your car as light as possible with 40% in the back. So here the air filter went all the way. I basically put all of these all the way to the max. So there we go. I'm just going to show you all of these all the way to the max. And essentially what you're going to want to do is basically make your car a beast. Make it a beast with acceleration, because as you can see at the end, I brought mine to a 9.8 acceleration when it starts off like 3, I think. So that's a pretty big difference. All of these are all maxed out in the engine. Yeah, that's basically it. But you're going to want to get kind of some different things later on, so make sure you stay tuned, because this video is going to show you how to do this with any car you want. Not just the Beetle or anything like that, but it's basically how you tune your car. So all of these are maxed out, and that's why this is pretty expensive, because you have to max all these out. You don't have to if you don't want to, and I'm sure there's some things that I maxed out onto that you don't need to, but basically you're going to have to max them all out. So your brakes, you're going to upgrade your brakes all the way. Your spring and dampers, upgrade those all the way so you can change those around in this tuning. Put a front anti-roll bar and a rear anti-roll bar on. I had the roll cage on. I'm going to take this off though, because I think it'll work better with it off. It makes it less heavy, because as you can see, it adds like almost 100 pounds right there. So I'm going to take that off, see how that works. And weight reduction, of course, take that. Reduce the weight, there you go. And your acceleration is going to start jumping up like crazy. All right, now you got a drivetrain. These are also very important. You know, upgrade all of these all the way. Transmission, all the way. All of these are just going all the way up. I know it's kind of repetitive and it's a lot of money, guys, but this is just what you got to do. Now, this is the big one right here, race differential. You're going to want to upgrade this so you can change your differentials on your car. That's a huge one. If you're going to do anything, that's basically the one you're going to need to do. All right, and now your tires and rims. I ran with the tire compound. I went with the last one because I was going to do a drag race with this, just so I can show you guys it keeps up with Ferraris and does wheelies. So front tire width, you know, I'm just doing all these things. Just mess with it, you know. Do whatever you need to do. Actually, I'm gonna put this back down. I don't know why that one was up. Okay, so your front tire width, make it small, back one's big, and yeah, there you go. That's basically it. Just pimp this baby out. You know, get some front things on there. I already did that with mine. All right, so there we go. You upgrade your engine all the way. We're done with that. You guys can pause the video right here if you want to go upgrade your engine, and then I'll get back with you, or whatever, if you start pausing it again or whatever, playing it again. I'll be right back with you, and here we go. Now you're gonna go out to here, and you can go to the main thing like this. So you're looking at all these. There's upgrade shop, and you can switch between which thing you want to upgrade. And you want to hit the X button so you can tune your car. If you guys are new to this, if you're not new to this, then you already know about that. So there you go. Tune your car. And I have these tuning settings. Got these from a friend of mine, and this is basically how you do it. So I'm just gonna go through them. In your tires, you want the front and the rear. Front tires, you want them high pressure, 55. Rear, you want them low pressure, 15. I'm gonna go through these quickly. If you guys want to pause the video on each one of these so you can change your settings to match mine, go ahead. Gearing, final drive, you want it 4.45, and the rest I left the same. Your final drive, you just want a high, so you know you won't get in there very quickly. Your alignment, front you want on 0, rear 0, then toe, in like the toe you want it front 0, rear 0, and your angle, that's the one you're going to want to change here. Put on 7. Put your angle on 7 so it leans you back a little bit. Right here on your anti-roll bars, you want the front and the rear all the way maxed out so they're stiff. Your springs, you want soft front, stiff rear, and for the ride height you're going to want both of them to be high. Dampering, we got right here front soft, rear stiff for rebound stiffness. Bump stiffness, again, front soft, rear stiff. Downforce for the aerodynamics, the front is going to be, you know, speed, and the rear is going to be in the middle. I don't think you can change these. Yeah, you can't change these. Alright, go to brakes, and this is a pretty big one. I just threw it for balance. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Balance, I put it on 20% rear, and the pressure, I put that on 150%, so it's kind of high but not too high. Your differentials, make them acceleration 100% and deceleration 100%. So there you go, guys. Oh, whoops. I'll scroll back through these if you guys want to see them really quickly. That's what I did with my car, and this will make you do wheelies. You can do this on basically any car you want, and there you go. So that's... Would you like to apply it now? Yes. Okay, so there you go, guys. I'm going to test this out, show you guys that this really works. It brings my car up to a 745 S-Class. If I wanted, I could bring it up to a X-Class. I'll show you that right now. Oh, maybe I can't. I don't know. I could get an X-Class if I had the roll cage on, but I took that off. So you can bring this up to an X-Class if you really want to, but I kept it with an S-Class just because it's going to stay sweet. And yes, yeah, so I'm going to test drive this car just to make sure you guys know this works. Let me see if I can find a drag race on here. I don't know if you can find a drag race on here. Alright, I'm going to go on to a multiplayer game, and I'm actually going to face some people that are, you know, in an S-Class. So I'm going to show you this actually does keep up with them. And it's pretty cool, guys. You can actually do wheelies with a Beetle or any car that you chose. Remember, you want to have it so it's about 40% in the back, and you're also going to want to have the engine towards the back. It can stay in the front. I know that's possible. I have seen a person do that. But I'd recommend having it in the back to make sure that your car works so you don't waste all this money on nothing. And I added that Grant to the game. He's in our party right now. And I want you to have rear-wheel drive. So that's basically it, guys. It's that easy to get a car to do wheelies on here. And it's so much fun. I highly recommend doing this. You can do it with your friends or whatever you want to do. So I'm going to go to game options here. I'm going to switch this to a drag race. I'll do a mile long, I guess. That's kind of long. Actually, do a half mile, and I'll put a driveter on. So, what class? We're in S-Class, let's be honest here. There we go. Number of heats, we'll do 3. And there you go. So, I'll start this up here really quick. Look, he's got a crazy car. So, we're going to start this up, and I'm going to race him, and it's going to be great. So, I'm going to show you, you can do wheelies in this game, guys. That is so cool. So, make sure to do this. If this helped you guys, leave it a like. If it didn't help you guys, leave it a favorite. Maybe share it with your friends, share it on any social media, share it on Pornhub, whatever you want to do. You know, anything you guys want to do with this video, go ahead. I hope this helped you guys, and I hope to see people on the racetrack doing some wheelies, because I made a video on this with Nick, and we did some wheelies. So, you know, if you're not already subscribed, Make sure to leave that subscribe button, hit a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see on this game. If you want to see any other cool things like this, I'll be sure to do things like that. But here we go. I'm going to show you this up here, and I'm going to probably end it off with me doing wheelies because I'm a badass. So I also went with a paint job. I went the ladybug paint job. I actually didn't make this up. I don't know if I can give credit to, but here it is. Look at that. I actually have a bug. So what is from the side view, I guess. Here we go. This baby's doing... Oh, look at me go. Doing wheelies like it's my job. Alright. Slow down right here. Do wheelies again. So I'm actually beating that. I slowed down. Look, I'm going to pass him up again. See, I'm actually beating people in the S-Class of this car. Which is kind of weird because it's a Beetle. But yeah, you can beat people in the S-Class and you can do wheelies. So I'm going to do that again. I'm probably going to use this shot right here. I'm going to get it for the thumbnail. So I'm going to do that again. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this helped you guys, and I hope you have fun with your brand new, maybe Beetle or whatever car you're going to do with it, doing wheelies with, or if you just wanted to watch this for entertainment. So, I thank you guys for watching, and I hope it helped. Let's race this baby. This is actually a lot of fun. I've been racing. I actually did some races online, and I was just like, people in the game were like, what are you doing, dude? How do you have that? So I was like beating like McLarens with this thing. Like, I'm over it. That's all I can say. So here we go. Look at those wheelies. This puppy does wheelies like it's his job. It is his job. Let me see if I can just get another wheelie going. Weak network connection? I doubt it. Yeah, buddy. Doing some wheelies. This car is so much fun, but you can't turn with it, guys. Just so you know, you can't turn.